Hey, welcome to my studio here in New York. I am Daniel Norton, and today we're going to talk about my favorite softbox, and it's probably not what you think. So I've got my friend Cadence coming, and I want to talk a bit about softboxes. The thing is, the more you shoot, the more you light, the more you get involved in photography, you start picking up more and more modifiers. And softboxes are those things. They make them in all different sizes and shapes. You know, do you want silver? Do you want white? What size do you want? Octagon, square, rectangle? And we're going to explore that a little bit in this video. I'm going to show you what is my favorite softbox and why it is. And that's the thing, right? You can use all different types of equipment and enjoy them in different ways, but it's good to have a sense of why you're using things so you know when you want to use something else. Because we don't want to fall into a rut of doing the same thing all the time just because it's our favorite. Okay, so the equipment for this is going to be super simple. I'm going to use a Profoto B10 and, oh, I guess I should mention my favorite size softbox. This is the Chimera extra small shallow. So why? Why is this my favorite softbox? You may have seen the video that I made where I said if I only had one softbox to use for single light portraits, I would use a 3-foot octa. So you might have thought, Daniel's going to use a 3-foot octa in this video. Yes, if I could only have one softbox, this is probably not the one I would have, because sometimes, you know, like my favorite food might be a hot fudge sundae, but if I could only eat, you know, you don't want to just have hot fudge sundaes. It's not good for you. I mean, tastes good, but anyways, that's a side thing. This box is big enough that when I get it close to somebody, I can get a nice kind of creamy, soft light on them. The diffuser on it is very thick, so I get, again, very diffuse light. It's shallow, which means that I can get it in smaller spaces. It's silver on the inside, so when I tear the diffuser off the front, I can get a punchier light. But most importantly, because it's so small, I can really control where it spills. Control is really what we want ultimately as lighting photographers. You know, it's nice to be able to take a giant light source and just light stuff up, and it's kind of like they could stand anywhere, it's fine. But when you really want to craft and shape your light and make it something interesting, you want that control. And a smaller box is going to give you that. Now there is an even smaller one. There's an extra small that I also have. That is nice, but it's very, very punchy. It doesn't work on anybody. I find that even if you're working with, let's say, an older subject that wants a more flattering light, you know, not show wrinkles or whatever, or somebody's skin is not perfect, this is small enough to give the shape, but big enough to kind of cover up those imperfections. So I'm gonna set up kind of a moody, cool shot with my friend Cadence, and I'll show you what this thing can do. Okay, I got Cadence here. She was hanging out in this outfit. Casually. I mean, that's like what we do around here. And we just shoot. Now, this has kind of like a funky, fashiony feel, right? So again, this is versatile. A softbox can be great for a portrait, but it's also really good for shaping the light. And because it's small, I'm going to be able to get it in here, create kind of a highlight, if you will, on her face to kind of make her pop. And then, but it'll be enough light kind of spreading down to both give some detail to the black outfit, but also give some reflection to the sequins and give us kind of like a vignette in the background. Very simple, kind of centered, a little off center though. So she's actually kind of in this corner of the light. I'm doing that to give it a little bit more kind of depth. You could put her dead center as well, but you know, I like a little asymmetrical symmetry. Does that make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put it in TTL. I know that because I'm going to fill my frame with a lot of gray, it's probably going to end up being a little on the dark side, but we'll take a shot and we'll adjust from there. So I'm going to go for like a mid shot. There we go. Oh, actually, see, the best way to get a good TTL shot is to say it's not going to work. So we've got, again, because of her position in the light, it's darker on this side, lighter on this side. We've got a good shape to the face, right? And you can see the skin is really clean and smooth because of the light. But we've got, well, and she just has clean, smooth skin. Why not? We can see through the, you know, the detail here. This is basically black, which is supposed to be, and then we've got some sequence. So we've got good even light. It's got some kind of oomph to it. It's not boring. If I put a 2x3 softbox up here, it would be flat. Okay, if I put a 5-foot octa, it'd be flat. If I put a light that was smaller than this, it'd be too contrasty. This is just a good size for this type of work. Now, if I was going to shoot this full length, I might use a slightly larger box and back it up. But since I'm not shooting full length, let's see. A couple images here. Yeah, this is nice. We can get some shape with the kind of projecting to the light a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And we can see nice and simple. Actually, I left it in TTL. which is still good, but I'm gonna throw the manual just to be safe. Good. A little more, good. Good. Like really exaggerate this, and then I'm gonna kind of come in and do a horizontal. Boom, like that, so we can get some, yeah, like that. It's a smidge bright, so I'm gonna actually drop it a little bit. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And then just project a little bit. There we go. Good. There we go. A couple more. That. I like that shadow. And we can see as she moves around, because the light has such great fall off, we get completely different looks. And we can really change it up and get a lot of flavor. Go a little bit wider so I can get the, like that. Yeah, so I can really scoop it across and get the, there we go. Good, good. Just like that. Simple as that. Elegant, elegant, gorgeous. Yeah. It's almost like that wasn't the most ridiculous outfit ever. Okay, so let's take a peek and see what we got. So here's your
my mic.
Your mic for your 15 minutes of fame.
15 minutes of fame. Ooh, that's what. I make a lot of weird faces.
You do make a lot of weird faces, yeah. Yeah,
Well, I like that
that's nothing new though. Yeah, it's cool. Just the way it rips across and creates that nice shadow and pops, and your eyes really jump out.
These sleeves are so fun.
They're great. Very, very cool.
That's evil.
Yeah, a little evil, right? Yeah. She's like, oh.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just where it really catches right. You get just the slight changes really make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice, and you wouldn't get that with the giant box because it would be super even. This contrast really makes it pop, and that's a nice. Notice how the top of her head is in the shot. It's amazing. I know, I did it.
We didn't cut my head off.
No, I didn't. You know, there's somebody out there. I did that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
We have a lot of good ones.
Yeah, awesome. I love it.
I think we did it again.
We did it again. This is at least the second time in our lives, maybe third. We're not sure.
That's it.
That's it. This is the fifth time. Okay, guys. So I'll put Cadence's information in the description. You guys can follow her. Be sure to follow me, Daniel Norton Photographer, and I'll see you next time on set.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our video. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notification.